Hi, and welcome to Your 18 Now What? Thank you for joining me on this great Tuesday. I'm Dr. Catherine Gilstein, and I am looking forward to empowering you with information about financial literacy and economic empowerment. I will be posting new episodes every second and fourth Tuesday of the month, so please stay tuned. Yesterday was November 11th, so I hope that everyone took time to thank our veterans. I thank you all for your service and for some, the ultimate sacrifice for our country. Thank you for continuing to support my work. I have expanded to 12 countries, continually stunned at the impact my work is having. More women are listening to my podcast, and I am thrilled to support you in your journey. If you missed my last book signing, there will be another opportunity taking place at Booked, an independent bookstore located at 8511 Germantown Avenue in Philadelphia, just down the road from Chestnut Hill College. I will be there this Friday, November 15th, from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., so I look forward to seeing you there and supporting the local business. I will continue to update you on upcoming events, and I have a few interviews that I am working on with other experts, so I'm excited to get them on my podcast for you in the next few months. A lot has happened since the last podcast, which was only a few weeks ago. Usually there is a one-dimension aspect to my podcast where I cover something specific. This week, I thought it was important to highlight several things since so much has occurred since my last airing. Social Security changes, interest rate changes, stock market increases, and a presidential election. We will get into all of them. Social Security benefits will increase by 2.5% for 2025, which is an average increase of $50 per person, according to SSA.gov, where you can sign up and see what your retirement looks like. If you are new to your career, it is a good idea to sign up and know how many working credits you will need in order to receive Social Security benefits when the time comes. Generally, you need 40 credits to qualify, and that is equivalent to about 10 years of full-time work. The longer you work and the more money you make, that will influence how your money is calculated for you. Right now, full retirement age for those born after 1960 is 67 years old. You can either retire at age 62 and start collecting, wait until full retirement age, or FRA, at 67, or delay your benefits until age 70. There are definitely pros and cons for each one, so be sure to speak with someone when making that decision and what's best for you. Some people want to take their money at 62, some people want to do it at 67, and some people want to push it off as far as possible to get the maximum benefit at age 70. Last week, the Federal Open Market Committee, FOMC, met, and the Federal Reserve came to a unanimous decision of cutting rates for the second time in a row. This time, another 25 basis points. The change in the rate will influence consumer debt, such as auto loans and interest charged on credit cards. Although this is good news for consumers, the rate doesn't always lead to an immediate or direct change in mortgage rates. There are several reasons for this, one being that the mortgage rate is often tied to long-term bond yields, especially the 10-year Treasury note. Mortgage rates are also tied to the expectation of future inflation, as well as the supply and demand of mortgages. Global economic factors also play a role, so any type of geopolitical events, any interest rate policies of other central banks like the European Central Bank or the Bank of Japan can also influence U.S. bond yields, ultimately affecting the mortgage rate. So looking at this, I myself just recently purchased a car. I usually lease cars, but in this case, the rate for the purchase was so much lower that it was definitely more cost effective to buy the vehicle rather than lease the vehicle, which is definitely new for me because I always lease mine. I think the last time I bought a vehicle was my 1990 Chevy Beretta, and that was a hell of a while ago. But anyway, look at the rates, see what's better for you as opposed to leasing or renting, leasing or purchasing a car. Check the rates. Sometimes the buy is cheaper than the lease. Interest rates, they will affect credit card rates over time. So it might not be as immediate, but they will get there over time. So that's something else to look out for. If we're looking at The stock market, in short, over the last week, the S&P 500 broke 6,000 and the Dow topped 44,000. So that was an all-time high. All three of the major stock indexes posted strong weekly gains on Friday, which was in large part to Trump's return to the White House and a Republican sweep in Congress. So meanwhile, the Fed's decision to cut rates by 25 basis points on Thursday, as expected, that definitely helped to keep that post-election rally alive and thriving. Speaking of which, it has been a week since the election, and the people of the United States have chosen Donald J. Trump to be the 47th president. No matter which side you voted on, my hope is that everyone will respect the outcome of the election and hope for unity, respect, and collaboration as we move forward as a nation. President Biden and President-elect Trump are scheduled to meet tomorrow, Wednesday, so I am hopeful that there will be a peaceful transition, and I am sure that there will be a lot more developments over the next 65 days or so, but keep the faith that our country will prosper and the powers that be will have the interest of the American people in mind. That is my hope. Remember, it's not a one-size-fits-all for savings or spending. Reach out if you want to have a conversation on how I can help you to get set up and dive into the new year. My book provides resources and answers to many questions. So no matter where you are in your career, you deserve representation. I pride myself on working with people that are just starting out in their career, also those that are settled. So whether you're new to saving, you're mid-career, or thinking about retirement, reach out to me and we can set up some short and long-term goals for you. If you haven't purchased the book yet, I will have a signing at Booked this Friday, November 15th, again, 8511 Germantown Avenue in Philadelphia. So hope to see you there. If you can make it out there, come and see me. You can also purchase the book on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or other retailers. If you would like a signed copy of the book, you can purchase it directly from my website, you're18nowwhat.com. Be open to learning, be open to listening, ask questions. What more do you want to know? Visit my website at you're18nowwhat.com and drop me a line. Send a question or a comment. Any questions received will be responded to by either email or addressed on the next podcast. Remember, be invaluable for what you share, not what you know. See you next time on You're 18, Now What? Be sure to visit my website where you can always find the latest podcast episode to listen to, follow, and share. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you. Have an amazing day.